up, little souls? It's Reaper here. We're going to be putting some art, so sit down, relax, and enjoy. I definitely watched that so bad. I also am having a hard time seeing because my model decided it wasn't going to close one of my eyes with my glasses on. So, yeah. Also, the noise in the background is my robot vacuum and probably my cats. So yeah, let's go have some fun. Okay. So we've got one useful tool there. Coming in hot in chat, which is good for me and probably not as useful for you guys, but you know. Anywho, I should be able to see chat from here. Doesn't look like it should. What happened here? Should have shown up. Oh well. We shall see what happens. Oops, wrong scene. Hold on. Pull up the right scene. And do that because it's been driven up a lot. Can you guys hear that music? Ever so slightly. I hope you can because I can hear it a little bit. Anyway, I need to pull up a couple useful friends. Maybe it's this one here. And that one. Once again, it's being really weird. That should help. Still don't know what Aiko's doing behind me, which is my robot vacuum, but we'll do something here real quick. I'm still trying to. So, there was a redeem August 27th. I was not home. I forgot to turn them off. I'm gonna do that now. Oh no, I was like, I forgot those. Well, first of all, hydrate for Wolf 7707. Because that was a thing and I wasn't prepared. It startled me. Second, I need to run into the living room and grab my vitamin D because that's what I need to grab. It's too early for my melatonin. Sorry, Tora. We're not going out. And for, again, the same person, take your supplements for that day. The redeem has been taken care of now. Now someone else can redeem hydrate and I'll be able to do that. Sorry, I just sat down because my legs are exhausted. Switch mics real quick. Mic settings real quick because I just have my other mic Yeah, on my desk mic, it's supposed to be on my voice mod. So, hopefully that works. I am being assaulted by flies here. Anyways, from here, I should be able to make sure everything is going well. I should really do that swap real quick. There we go. I don't know how well it's going for you guys outside of me having a squint. I really need to do something to deal with this place. Anywho, this is kind of where we left off. Sometimes I need to figure out what layers are what here. I'm putting on my glasses. I can't see well enough down here. Everything is such a blur. So sorry if my model starts freaking out. And someone else. So can't figure out what my 4 is. 13. Some detail. That is. So that's been fixed. That's not going to be there. It's my model. Technically, my OC is hiding behind a mask that has eye concealment of some sort, but you can basically see the design. Yes, layer here, I need to make sure it's Aiko is returning to her station. Okay, so okay, yeah. This layer, what I'm going to do, since it seems to be just fine as it is, I'm going to this filter here, saturation, brightness, and I'm going to merge that into that, so it's all one. Still need to figure out what to do with the snake here. I think he said cobra. Yes. That. Outside of the snake, I need to find an actual cover. I think I'm good to start coloring The snake is just going to be in black and white sort of thing, so I can just temporarily put that down. Well, actually we're not quite there yet. The coloring, I need to get hair and other facial things set up before I can do anything. I'm gonna do it 37 here. Let's draw in red. This to 3. He has not. I'm just gonna do it like kind of. I need a reference. Hold on. I have an idea. I just need to find maybe a few people. Okay, I'm just not finding it already. I had an idea. Didn't go well. What's happening? Oh, I did not mean to turn that on. What in the... I'm sorry about my setup, how awful it sounds. Keep hoping that something I can figure out how to fix that, but seems to be getting worse and worse, I swear. Hold on. Maybe that will help it. Hold on, we'll see. Give it a moment. Give me a moment. Well, that has been a moment and still hasn't done anything, so. Okay, we're just gonna continue on. But anywho, I kinda wanna do it since he does technically have, well, periodically he does. the best of shape, but does have one periodically. And then that's still off somehow. Maybe it's hard to tell. Maybe that'll help you draw it out. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna do another layer. In case you're wondering, I am trying to draw him as I can see him, but I don't have him here for references at the moment. So the best I can do is make sure he has hair. He likes things to be pretty accurate from time to time, so that's why I'm trying my best. A start. From here, he's got currently long hair at the moment. You can always alter this later and see how it looks. Definitely got messy hair right now. Unless he tells me otherwise, this is how it's gonna be. If it's otherwise, I'll have to alter it, but for now, just give me this instead. actually, this will get finished. This is for my boyfriend, by the way. It's just taking forever because things change and all that fun stuff. And I'm checking everything. And hello, Tora. What you up to? Climbing over those balls, I see. I have little plastic balls that technically are for the holiday stuff that on Twitch can be redeemed with soul coins. You can redeem or suggest an idea to the holiday stuff that I've got planned for next year. I'm sorry. I am having some not so happy inside the moon. I'm just here. I am live. I am lucky to be live. I am exhausted. I've been traveling back and forth between home and my boyfriend's to spend time with my boyfriend on his days off, which swapped, causing my schedule to change because usually I streamed on Saturdays instead of Wednesdays. I am now streaming Wednesdays. Monkey flies in my face, apparently. But yeah. I feel like I need a little bit more length here and there, but you know what? That will work. I want to find a layer. I don't know what that's for. What I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate that layer, see how this goes, and then erase from the duplicated layer, erase spots, details, so that it kind of just doesn't overlap a bit that much. Right, so that way if I make a mistake, at least it's not on. I can undo it easily without having to press undo until its limit is reached. Because that wouldn't be practical at all. That'd be actually quite inconvenient. But speaking of, I need to lower that a little bit. Up to 5 maybe. Yeah, 5 would do nicely. Okay. Erasing. I am still very tired. Yesterday was so wore out, so sluggish, so exhausted. I couldn't, I could barely stay awake all day despite sleeping like 12 hours. That's what I get for sleeping all day. But, I was exhausted from my travel. Which is why I really want to go back and stay. Like, I immediately, as soon as I left, I was almost crying. My heart was in agony because I just didn't want to leave. I wanted to stay. I wanted to stay so bad. Because it hurt to leave. It really hurt to leave. That's how bad it was. Let me erase this because that layer, the ear is fine, but this layer of hair or head needs to disappear. So just this layer of head, try to melt it with the other. And this part here as well. This is pretty well melted. That section, I think, yeah, it's the side. Try to do that. And I'm going to do that. Do this. Okay. Did I get everything? I don't think so. Outside of here. This one here. So, definitely need to fix that layer. So, there we go. And I know he has the stash going as well, but I will focus on areas I can do right now, like probably we could find out actually merge these two layers. Tora, why? How are you going through it that way again? In the world. Okay, I think we're good to merge those two. Yeah. Okay. A little bit of cleanup on this side here, just to kind of get through a little bit here and there. Let's see if I can fix that just a smidge. Okay. Let's try to merge that a little bit. Checking the chat here. Still nobody. Yeah, nobody's here but me and my bot. Allows me to see chat here. And back to this. Merge things a little bit better. Make them at least look. Want to connect. No, they probably don't. Okay, there's a spot there. Let's see. That's a bit better. Okay. And from here, I'm going to do another layer. See if I can't get. So, his stash is so unruly. His beard and stash, when he does have it, is so unruly that it will curl into his mouth from like all the way over here, like over here, and it'll curl into his mouth and poke him in the mouth, and they'll be like, "What in the world is poking me?" Nope, it is him that's poking. It is his hair poking him, and I was like, "How do I draw that?" Besides just Whiskers. Curled whiskers or something. Nah. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to do this. Something like that, so that's like maybe? I don't know. Not I haven't ever drawn a guy with facial hair before. So, that feels odd. So, please bear with me. What are you doing? Got a cat with zoomies behind me. Oh, you're fly hunting. What? No, you don't want pets? Okay. Okay, so got that MS. I'm gonna merge them down so that at least it's all together. And what I'm gonna do is that hue saturation thing I usually do when I'm okay with the line work instead of just redrawing it all. And so I guess from here I don't know what 18 is. Can't figure out what 18 is. Okay, why do I have a gray layer? I don't understand it. Anyhow, I'm gonna actually duplicate that. Do this, merge that down. Merge that layer so that that is there. And I'm gonna duplicate this one. So that I can do that. And that way all the line work that I think I want isn't permanent and can be completely undone if I so choose. See, I can completely undo it. It's the whole purpose of me doing that. Now, what in the world just happened? I just lost a layer here. I think. Oh, no, I didn't. I just lost track. I turned that on by accident. Well, I didn't do it by accident, but I turned it on to show you guys. Also, I am checking chat here. So we've got a second viewer on Burn Twitch. So hi. How are you? I don't know who's there. Oh, it's Zero. Hi Zero. Thanks for poking in. Very much appreciated. But yeah, I am still doing this whole thing. I'm still deciding layers here. Down. And from here, I'm going to actually duplicate that and merge that, make sure everything's down below, and then I'm going to create a folder. Just shove everything unnecessary right now into the folder so I can find it later, so I don't have to delete it all and just, I can just make it go to sleep for a bit. So many layers to keep track of, and it's hard to keep track of, and I'm pretty sure I lost track of so many different layers. Also, checking chat again. I will keep poking at chat periodically when I'm at this, so that I can just do that. Close that. Now from here, create another folder, put that one in. Now I can start coloring-ish. First of all, let's start getting some sort of skin color down. Doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be perfect enough. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to down a dark red like that, so that I can actually see. Again, why are you going for the balls? The freaking plastic balls. I'm so sorry. This is definitely not gonna go great. Anywho, we are go back to this color, and then we are going to do another layer here, and we're gonna just start. Start like that. Yeah. I need to do something special with those eyes first. Okay, there's that. So again, over here. That and that, now I do that. It's scary. A little itty bitty scary. There we go. I will deal shading at a later point. Yeah, that looks terrifying. The moment. Looks a little haunted. Good for this season though, at least. I'm gonna just very lighter shade. A little more. Maybe. But that's a little too gray. Put some color back in. A little more color. A little more color. There we go. She's pale, but not deathly pale. Though she probably should be. wise. Still need to do a few other things. And there's that needs to be dealt with. And this is why I start with the fill, is so that in case there are like small details that I miss, I can at least get majority of it without having to scribble it all through like I have to do with this. Use the bar so it's a little bit easier to, there we go. So 0, it looks like 0 may have left. That's my bad. Thank you for coming. But yeah, I have to take it slow. Make sure I get details, like little itty bitty nooks and crannies, and the weirdest of spots. And then I also have to make sure I get shoulders here and there. Okay, so this is going to be fun. So I also need to label this one. Not that I want to do a whole bunch of skin names. I've got his skin and her skin, as you can see behind my head here. And I want to, ooh, there's another spot here. Also, I'm going to save. I'm going to do detailing here. Because that is a spot. Same with right here. There. Anything that comes to a sharp angle point, I have to be ready to clean up a little bit. That's an entire section right there. Right there. So right there. Okay, now. Alright, so now from here I need kind of a layer. I'm gonna work on see real quick, just so that it's at least somewhat working. But yeah, she's got pale skin with some pale lips and I'll just label this her mouth because this is basically what it is her mouth. I hear a cat. I can't tell where it's coming from because I have one ear plugged with my earbud. Getting ready for any sort of hi, Echo. Okay. Just appear out of nowhere. I would use the fill, but right now, because there's too many lines and little nooks and crannies to miss for this section, I'm avoiding it. Specifically because I need to make sure I get every little nook and cranny, and it's a little harder to do something this tiny. sure there's a spot here that's meant to be skin. Now, as for that, you can kind of see there's supposed to be a little bit, very, very minimal difference here. About that and that. You can kind of see there. Anywho, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do slightly darker here. I need to rename this mouth layer. We are going to try to do something. Oh, it needs to be lighter. More. There. And from here, I need to just do. I will get to her eyes at some point. I just need to make sure. Oh, I forgot a detail here. I can do that later. Too far. Let's just focus on details here. I could control my mouse a little bit better. That looks alright. But yeah, there's a nose piece that's supposed to go there. Which I'll get there eventually. I just need to focus on, yes, detailing it. Mask. Wait. New layer. Going to do that and that. Mask eye black. Black. And I need this. Detail as possible. This section needs to be there. There. Alright. I need to do this. This. There we go. I got. Oh. That goes to pressing the water button. I'll have to do it after here. Dude, literally one person coming. Anywho. Why is that open? Okay. Alright. And then back here. That goes flipping out. We're going to take this, darken it up, and do that. being a little sensitive there. Insensitive, I guess you could say. So, I'll do that. Black. Those are dark asses. Echo! No! You leave her alone. Let me finish. Okay, my cat's being a butt. But yeah. I guess I'm gonna talk with my boyfriend about what color shirt he'd like. But for now, I really do need to add a few more details, but that can be done after the fact. Like the tattoo, I could probably do the collar she's supposed to be wearing. Your date, I need to do that's less creepy. Still creepy, but less creepy. It's a lot better though. So, am I still getting painted here, please? Just so I can finish. I think that's how you spell it. I probably misspelled that. Oh well. I know what it means. Who cares? So long as it's there. I keep checking chat. Hello, whoever's in chat. Thanks, you're in the back. How are you? Yeah, I need probably do something along the lines of all that. Oh, there's a spot on the list. Okay, let's just do this. Which was a really nice color to contrast against everything. Like, I can see small dots of red in places that I need to fix. Here. And here now. Some spots up here. There's a spot over here. What keeps pinging me? It's like 12 different things here. Yeah. Anywho, there's another spot I missed. Up here. There's a spot here. Right there. Okay. And then I need to do right here. Since she has multiple sections over here that need to be fixed. And then I'm gonna do his slightly lighter. Just ever so slightly. Hi, Echo. Awesome. So I need to come and wrap this up soon. I think I might need to look into how to draw clear glasses. They're not quite see-through, but they're clear enough that you can probably see color. There's a spot there, a nest. There. Double checking all the spots. Okay. So, yeah. This is just me flat coloring at this point, just without a few details. I will find an image that I could reference for the where is it? That's not it. Somewhere in here. That's not it. That, the snake. Because that's what I need to do. Anywho, I think it's time for me to wrap this up. Yeah. So I'm gonna probably just save. And then quickly let's do all of this for a screenshot to send elsewhere. So there's the screenshot there, and thank you guys for watching. I will look to see who I can raid real quick and let you guys watch the credits. I hope you guys will participate in the raid. So thank you for joining me. I'm gonna raise the volume of music and send you off here.
I would like to give thanks to my Patreon supporters, Tier 2 RNG Smiles. If you would like to be up here with these supporters, head to my Patreon, link in the description. My other links to other things I am a part of are also in the description. Thank you all for watching. See ya! My lost little souls.